Hey, this is Drake here. I figured I'd make another Lies of P video. I found a few talismans and a few skills that I hadn't seen mentioned in any other videos, and honestly, I think they're probably some of the best in the game. But they're not really around damage orientation. They are more survivability, which for me really helps a lot. But spoiler alert: there will be some spoilers in here. So, I mean, if you haven't progressed this far into the game, I guess feel free not to watch the video or skip past the parts. I'll try not to spoil too much, but you can show I'm currently at chapter 11 and I'm on the very final boss, but I was going back and clearing some stuff before I actually finished it in case I get stuck in some storyline that I can't get out of, which if you haven't played these games before, that can happen. So if you try to clear stuff as you go so you don't get stuck missing something and having to catch it on the next playthrough. Alright, first things first is equipment. Now, this talisman, or amulet, I've never heard it mentioned, and in my opinion, it's one of the best level clearing talismans that there is. And as you can see, it restores HP continuously. Now, it's not a lot, but if you don't take a lot of hits or very few hits, you will almost regen completely all of your health just by running through from enemy section to enemy sections and never even have to use a heal. And if you're like me, before I found this, I was running through levels and running out of heals before I made it to the next Stargazer because there's new enemies. I didn't know where they were. I was taking a lot of hits. This helps with that tremendously. Now, I would highly recommend getting this amulet. And here's a little bit of a spoiler part. It's not a boss drop, but it is in Barren Swamp, so you will have to get to chapter 8. And I'll go there right now before you can get this talisman. It drops off of a mini boss at the top of this tower. Honestly, he's not very hard to beat, but like I said, I have not seen this talisman mentioned in, or amulet, I don't know why I keep calling him talisman. I haven't seen it mentioned in any other video anywhere, and I think it's one of the best survivability ones that there is. Now, you will start out here. This is a shortcut you will open. You'll have to go around. It's not too deep in, but you'll come around, and once you, and forgive me, I don't remember the enemy placements. It's been a minute since I've been here. You'll come right here, and there'll be a cart sitting right here. Pull the lever. It will go down the hill and destroy it, and there's your shortcut. And I don't remember, are these puppet enemies or not? It shouldn't matter. Anyway, you don't even have to fight those. What you want to do is go around. Of course, you'll have to follow. You have to come up that way to access the shortcut. You'll come up the tower, and right there he is. He respawned. I didn't know he respawns. This is the mini boss that drops the amulet. Now, if you've got the puppet string upgraded all the way, just start out with that. Get you a good bit of damage. Charge your attack and wait on him. And there you go. When you kill him, you open this chest here, and you get the amulet that continuously regens your health. Let me go down here, take a little fall damage, and you can see it. As you can see, my health is constantly regening. Let's see if we can see it in stats. It's not going to show it regening in the stats. But I mean, it's pretty significant. As you can see, you can actually see it ticking up. You're probably gaining a couple HP per second. So as you see, I mean, you get in a tight spot, you don't want to lose a heal. Chill out, go get you a glass of water. You know what I mean? Come back, you're at full health again, you're ready to go again. Alright, we won't spend any more time on that because that one's pretty straightforward. The other one are some P organ upgrades that I haven't seen anybody recommending, and I highly recommend. One of them is your pulse cells. As you can see, I've got 10. And I think that might be the max amount. And some of them are pretty late game to get. But I didn't even realize I stumbled upon them by accident myself. So there was a couple I would recommend as soon as you can get them. Probably 3 or 4 different ones. Oh, and if you're not, clear all mini bosses you come across, because they either drop good equipment, good amulets, or quartz that you need for upgrading your P organ. And some of these upgrades are a real game changer. Alright, let's go into this and see if I can find them right quick. As you can see, I've made it to phase 5, so, I mean, pretty late game. Alright. That one's actually got 2, as you can see. I don't know how to see which one. One of them is increased pulse cells. You can equip it in the slots. It's not the main effect, it's a slot effect. That gives you extra pulse cell and auto charge on Legion, which I really love. That's your Legion arm abilities. With that one, you know, before you had to hit, that one it will auto charge and you automatically charge it back up as the fight's going on, the level's going on, the boss is cleared, and give you one or two more accesses to your Legion arm without having to use any consumables, which is awesome. And also, like this one here, the auto charge pulse cell when discharged. What that does is when you get down to your last pulse cell, you know, you can regen one by hitting. If you have this one, it auto charges automatically by itself over time. So great during boss fights or something. You get down to that last, you get down to the last little bit, you're out of heals, it's auto recharging, it's charging when you hit. You can rebuild your one pulse cell very quickly with that. And the other one here is increased pulse cells 4. As you see, you got another pulse cell here, another pulse cell here, and there's another one, increased pulse cells 3. So there's 3 more heals right there. And the main perk on this one is enhanced pulse cell recovery 2. Apparently there is a 1. Okay, missed one, something new. But yeah, I mean, the rest of them is kind of player preference, but I would highly suggest those. Yeah, that's it. So I guess it doesn't open up till 3, but increased pulse cells 3, 4, and 5. And also, if you didn't know, and I stumbled upon this by accident, you can equip level 2s or 3s or 4s in any of them, even the lower rank ones. So, I mean, you don't have to match the phases. You can see that's a 5 and a 4 there. But yeah, that was it. I highly recommend the auto charge on your pulse cells, the auto charge on your Legion, and then you can get 3 extra heals just by using your quartz properly. Now, you probably miss out on some damage skills, but I mean, to have 3 extra heals, that's major in some of the boss fights. And I can see how people would really be struggling if they missed some of this, because on a lot of the boss fights, even with 9 or 10, I was down to none by the end of the fight. If I'd have been 2 or 3 shy, that fight would have been near to impossible. Let's see, I don't think there was anything else. There's lots of guide videos on anything, so I'm trying not to do any guide videos. I was just pointing out the major things. And I know I've said it in one of my previous videos, but you can match up your amulet type. Carcasses are all the, basically anything. There's human, carcass, and puppet. So, you know, humans are basically, I think only humans you fight are mini bosses. Sometimes you're basically going to be between puppet and carcass as your damage upping. And I like to run this one for the constant health regen during levels. During boss fights, I usually swap over to this one to increase my stamina recovery speed, because this one really don't do enough in boss fights to see a difference, but running out of stamina in a boss fight can get very ugly very fast. And I've just got this one through in there if you haven't seen it. And it just increases maximum HP, stamina, and Legion. So, I mean, you get quite a bit of stats from it from just having this one amulet. And I'm having to run the carrier's amulet +1 to keep me underweight, because a lot of your defense gear gets extremely heavy as you get later in the game. But I think that's it on this one. Thanks a lot. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And as always, thank you for watching.